Hello everyone, 128 here, and I'm a music producer and the creator of Chord Identifier. And I'm happy to announce that Chord Identifier is now available on Mac too. So, first it was only available for Windows, but now I work with my friends and it is now available on Mac. And I want to use this opportunity to talk about Chord Identifier in detail with all of its features and everything. Previously, it was available on Windows only, and there were not a lot of features. But now that the product is really fully fledged and working, I want to talk about it and make a detailed video, and that video is this. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So, as you can see on our screen, Chord Identifier is showing us some nice, cute screensaver animations, you can call it. And let me just close Chord Identifier and show you how it opens and greets you. Chord Identifier always opens in the center of your screen. And as you can see, it greeted you with a nice little text saying Chord Identifier using a type in and type out animation. Now, this is the main UI or the main window of Chord Identifier. I like to call this the chord display window. Now, let's look at some features and everything from top to bottom. So, this is the title bar where you can see some icons. If you hover over them, it shows you what they are in brief. Then we have the minimize and quit buttons. Then we have this big box, which is the most useful thing, which is basically the chord identifier, and it is the chord display. So if I play any chord, it shows the name of the chord there. On the left side, it shows you the chord name in short, like the short form name of the chord. And on the right side of the chord display, it shows you the notes you are playing from left to right and the full name of the chord, which is currently A minor. If I convert it into or play seventh, it shows you A minor seventh. If I add the ninth, A minor ninth, and so on. Then we have the toolbar or header, as I like to call it. The first option is the toggle view. So chord identifier has three views. The default one is the dots. And the reason I used dots is because chord identifier was made for people who learn faster visually. So these dots really help you learn chords and intervals. And how that is, if you look at, let's say if I'm playing A minor, you can easily see the notes between like the first note, the third note, and the fifth note. Like uh, there are two notes in between and there are three notes here. So it's really easy for you to judge or conclude that it's a minor chord. Or if I play major, then it's really easy for you to see that three dots and two dots, or three notes and two notes. So it's an A major chord. But if you use the traditional mode, and if I play A minor, it's really hard to count the notes in between two notes or intervals. So you have to go like one two one two three, and that's where the dots help. And the third view is the guitar view. uh, Basically, it shows you what chord you are playing on the fretboard. So it's really handy or helpful if you know piano, but if you don't know guitar, it can show you basic chords and how to play them. You also have the option to choose the vertical, like the traditional guitar, chord map, and or whatever it is called. I'm sorry, but yeah, if I play, let's say C, or E minor or E major. As you can see, it's pretty accurate, and it also shows if uh, there is any chord where you don't have to play um, a string, or if you have to mute a string, it shows a little cross here, as it should. So yeah, that is also very helpful. You have this full fretboard too. And yeah, that's it for the toggle views. And then we have the size. So of course, you could have a 49 key MIDI keyboard, or uh, 25 key keyboard. So you can choose your size here from 25 to 49 to 61 to 88, and it won't be an issue. And I like to keep it on 49 because I have an Nectar SE49. Then we have sound. For now, we have three sounds: grand, soft piano, grand piano, and strings. Let's hear the strings. Pretty nice, deep, and orchestral kind of strings. Then we have the soft piano, really nice soft piano. As you can see, as I played all the white notes, and I did that intentionally, so we could learn about this feature, which is automatic key detection. Now if I played all of the white notes, like 30 white notes consecutively, it will recognize that you are playing all the white notes, and it will give you an option to choose. It will recognize two keys, which was, as you could see, C major and A minor, and it will ask you if you want to turn on scale mode and in which scale, if it is A minor or C major. It will do that for all the other minors and their relative majors and everything. So I couldn't select it, disappeared, but you can go into settings and you can enable scale mode. Now scale mode is really important feature. It unlocks a lot bigger potential in chord identifier, but we'll look at it soon. Yeah, so the custom sound is basically our synth sound, because Chord Identifier also has a native synth which you can play around and sound design. It looks something like this. So bottom part is cut off, but we'll look at it later. Then we have a recording option, and when you click on it, it starts recording. So I'll just switch to soft and play something. Excuse my playing, it's really bad. But yeah, this is a recorder, and it recorded the MIDI and the audio of whatever I just played. The limit for the recording is 3 minutes, and it will save the recording and the MIDI file of your performance in your downloads folder, which you can later import in our MIDI player, which we will look at soon. Then we have the option to transpose. You can transpose up and down by semitones, or if you click on this SEM, you can choose to transpose by octaves, and it will of course remember your choice between semitones and octaves both. I'll just reset it. Then we have the arpeggiator. This is one of the new features in chord identifier, but if you turn on this arpeggiator, it will blink orange, and when I play the any chord, and That is arpeggiator. It's nothing fancy. It's a basic arpeggiator. It has different patterns: up and down, and random and rate, octaves, gate, swing, and latch. Nothing really fancy. Let's look at the next feature. I'll just turn off the arpeggiator for now. Then we have the metronome. Now for the metronome, I have used this bell icon, which is slightly odd, but I just wanted to use something different. But it's fine. uh, and when you turn on the metronome, it will animate in sync with the speed of your, like, with your bpm. So if I right click on this, you can open like more features or the settings of metronome. If I increase the metronome to, let's say, 200, you can see the bell is moving uh, in sync with the bpm. Not only that, but when it turns orange, that is basically your one, like the start of your beat. That is your beat. I can stop it by left clicking, and you have three different sounds. Digital, it was. Then you have the classic, and then you have a studio one. The studio one basically sounds like a beat, EDM kind of beat, but yeah, I like the digital one. Then time signatures, 5 4 6 4 7 4 or whatever. You can stop it from here. And then we have a basic volume slider to control the universal volume of the app. And we have the MIDI indicator. If you don't have any MIDI connected, the dot will turn gray and it will say no MIDI. And if you have multiple MIDI connected, you can click on this and choose which one you want to use. For now, I'm using SE49. There's a refresh devices option here. I've talked about this layout, and now we have two boxes at the bottom. The first one is the suggestions box, and the second one is um, audio visualizer. So if I play anything, the audio visualizer is working. I'll There's one more feature which is currently active, so I'll just talk about it right now. So if you are in scale mode, which is turned on, and the root key and scale is chosen, which is C and major. So when you are in scale mode and if you turn on auto chord, it basically what it does is, if you play a single note, it will play the whole chord. So in C major, if you play C, the chord will be played is C major. So I'll just play one single key. I'm playing one key only, and it's playing the whole chord. So I'll just play all of the notes in C major. So it's really helpful when, let's say, your hand is busy or anything. I don't know how it could be useful, but yeah, it is there, auto chord feature. If you want to turn it off, you can just click here and it will be turned off. Or you can go to settings to turn it on and off. There are types, like if you just want to play triads, like basic triads or seventh chords. So if I choose seventh and if I play C, it will play C major. Nice, right? Cool. I'll just turn it off for now. Also in scale mode, there are a lot of scale types. As you can see here, at least 50 plus are here. And there's one more feature in scale mode, which is like the scale mode affects everything in your chord identifier. Let's just click on this C major, and as you can see, the notes are highlighted. So it means all of the notes which exist in C major are now highlighted. So that is basically the all the white notes. And it's really helpful when playing or learning a scale. If you right click here, you can easily just change. If you change to D, let's say D major, as you can see, all the notes in D major are now highlighted. I'll uh, choose uh, choose C for now. And let's say we are in C major, and if I play a note that is out of C major, and when the highlighting is on, the note will be highlighted in red. So if I play C minor, the note which doesn't belong in C major is highlighted using red color, which is pretty convenient. Also, if I play C but inverted or inversion of C, it is also mentioned that okay, this is the first chord in C major because C is the first, and it also shows that I'm playing the inversion, which is first inversion or the second inversion, and so on. That is really helpful. Now, sometimes if you play a chord like this, for example, B diminished over F, it will show you that if you considered D as a note, it could also be D minus 6 over F. So in suggestions, sometimes it will show you that in any chord, if you choose a root, like if you consider a root something else, what will be the name of the chord? So for example, here this is D minor over A, but if you consider root as F, uh, then the chord could also be F6 over A. So that is also pretty handy and useful. Then let's move on to other features or other windows which Chord Identifier offers. So this is the settings. In settings, we have the dark mode. Then we have film grain, a cosmetic option. Uh, as you can see here, as I increase the grain strength, the strength increases and the size of the grain. I recommend keeping it at default. Um, and you have the option to turn on or off the animation of the film grain. Then we have the reverb color, which is for the synth. So in this Atmos option, there is a reverb thing, and you can customize the color of it here. Then note labels, you can choose the classic A B C D E F G or do re mi fa sol la ti, that stuff. Then we have UI zoom up to 200%, 150. I'll change it back to 125 for now. And then we have the stickers option. This is one of my favorite cosmetics option, where you can add stickers to your chord identifier or to your windows. For example, if I click on add sticker, there are some default stickers. I like this Spider-Man one, so I'll just click on it. And as you can see, the Spider-Man sticker appeared here. You can rotate it by clicking here, or you can delete it. I can also change the window and then click on here, so the sticker appears on this window. If I like the rotation scale, everything, I can just click on done and the sticker will always be there. I can click on done here and close it, and as you can see, the sticker is there, and it will also rescale and resize according to your app scaling and resizing. Um, After that, we have scale mode, which we looked at. Then the PC keyboard input. You can use your keyboard's input, your keyboard keys to play chords or play notes. Which also has some other options like either Z row or A row. Then the one of the nice and cool features is this chord overlay. This gives you a nice little small chord overlay which you can put anywhere on your screen. I like to keep it here. This chord overlay is also resizable. Uh, I like to keep it on the taskbar. So when I'm, let's say for example, I'm working on a song in FL Studio, I don't have to look at the chords in Chord Identifier. I can even close this app and the chord overlay will still be there. So if I play any note, as you can see, the chord names are shown here. So it's really nice when you are composing or producing in FL Studio or any other DAW. Yeah, one of the most needed features today. I'll keep it on for now. Now there's MIDI through option, so you can share your MIDI with your DAW and chord identifier at the same time. Then we have fixed velocity, so you can turn off the velocity recognition. So everything will always play at maximum velocity. It says maximum volume, but that's not right. It should say maximum velocity. Anyways, the auto chord, which I've already talked about. Then there's max voices, sustain mode, accent color, so you can change this orange color you see, you can change it to anything you like in the whole app. Now recording folder, we talked about the recording, this recording, so you can choose where the recording samples or audio and MIDI is saved. Then custom samplers, you can actually import SFZ or SF2 format and create your own sound, or you can just import like one single note of any instrument in here, or multiple notes, like for example C2, C3, A3, C4, and this chord identifier will create a custom instrument for you. You can like rename it whatever you want, and a custom instrument will be ready for you to play and use here. And then we have advanced audio settings like audio device, buffer size, sample rate, and everything. Cool. Then we have a chord history, so any chord you play is saved here for the 30 minutes, like last 30 minutes of chords will be here. So G major, and again by default, as it shows the chord in the context of your scale. So by default it was C major, so it will show G, which is fifth in C. So if the scale was something else, so let's say if it was D major, and if I played G, then it will show that it is fourth in D major. And even in history, you can see that it shows that it is now fourth in D, because we have changed. So it is context aware, chord identifier is context aware, and it works accordingly to that. And the common usage and some minor details will also change according to your scale. You can clear the history if you want. Then we have a nice little quiz mode. If you start the quiz, what it does basically is it plays a random sound, and it gives you four options to choose which chord it was. So there are a few difficulties. So for example, I just skipped all of them, so it didn't work. But yeah, there are six difficulties, and it gets easier and harder to perfect pitch. Then we have MIDI history. This is for all the MIDI files you import in our MIDI player. So this is our MIDI player. If I click on MIDI history and choose this, you can see the MIDI file is open in our MIDI player. The MIDI player is a really beautiful waterfall type of MIDI player. Our sound is custom, so it's playing the sound from the synth, but I'll choose soft for now. A really nice song you might have heard, Kiss the Rain by Iruma. So yeah, this is waterfall MIDI. The orange notes are basically the ones which are active or being played. Then we have a small again chord and like chord display here on the top. Then we have play and pause button and the stop button. This is a like typical generic seeker, which is available in like various media players. So just you can just scroll through to skip um, your song or whatever it could be, and it will work seamlessly. And then even here you can change the layout to traditional or dots. I like to keep it on dots, but you can do as you wish. The tempo is also automatically selected if the tempo information is available in the MIDI file. It's automatically selected. So for this situation, it is 62. And you can obviously transpose the song by octaves or semitones, whatever you prefer or whatever you like. Then the arpeggiator won't be really useful when playing this MIDI, but it's there. And the other, like, this is basically the header from the main menu. So this is the MIDI player and this is the MIDI history. So any MIDI you import here will be saved here. Then we have the synth. So Chord Identifier has a native synth. I'll just choose the sound, native synth sound. So this is the ADSR, the envelope. This is the oscillator. There are oscillator types. You can click here to turn on velocity for the three oscillators, all of them. Or we have four sine waves. Wave types. So sine wave, square wave, saw wave, and triangle wave. We have two oscillators, and the synth is made such that, as I previously said, it is made uh, for visual learners. So there are no numbers and sliders, it's like a playground. You come here, you just play around with these dots and see, or rather hear what you like, and just you can save presets and play around. um, so I'll just turn off the reverb for now. So y-axis it's volume, and x-axis it's the tune or pitch. I can turn off an oscillator by clicking on the name. There's a filter here. Y-axis is resonance and x-axis is the cutoff. Then we also have an LFO. You can increase the rate of the LFO. Then we have Atmos pad. So y-axis is reverb and x-axis is delay. By right clicking and dragging, you can by clicking control and it, yes, you can control the feedback of the delay and reverb decay. You have the delay, uh, like how many times you want per beat. Accompanied by a nice visuals. And then we also have the option of ping pong for the delay. Yeah. And the last pad is drive. So basically saturation and distortion. So x-axis is saturation, y-axis is bit crush. There are few types here also: tube, transistor, diode, fuzz, and other tape. You can play around and see. And then we have an oscilloscope in the center, as you can already see, and a uh, visualizer. Then the third type is noise, and the noise volume is like really really low. So most of the times you won't be here like able to hear. It will be just for support or taste. So that is the synthesizer of chord identifier. And the next experimental feature of synth chord identifier is this audio to MIDI. So if I select any piano file or piano solo audio where like there's only piano, then it will convert that audio to MIDI, which you can play in your MIDI player. So I'll just select a audio file, and now it's transcribing the audio to MIDI. It will take some time, not too much, and your MIDI is ready. So you can either save it as a MIDI file, you can choose to make a new MIDI from audio, or you can just open this in MIDI player. So I'll just open this in MIDI player and see how it sounds. My bad, the sound was still on our custom. So as you can see, it's really clean. If the piano sound is good and like noise free, then the MIDI detection is really good. There are just some minor small notes, random notes here and there, but it's no issue. Yeah, and the last feature is dark mode, which I already showed you. So yeah, that is chord identifier. Remember that all of the future updates and bug fixes will be free of cost, and it is available on Mac and Windows. I'm currently working on bringing it to Linux too, but yeah, it will take some time. So yeah, if you like this idea, if you want chord identifier, and if you want to support me, uh, there's a link in the description to buy it from Gumroad. And uh, please use it, take your time. Let me know if there are any bugs, glitches, or inaccuracies, mistakes, any music theory mistakes, like if there's anything wrong with guitar chord detection, or if there's any feature you'd like to see in future, please let me know. You can reach out to me using my email, uh, and help me make chord identifier better for everyone, because it will be the updates or everything will be free for you, but for all the new users, it will be a great new fresh start. So yeah, this was 128 talking about chord identifier. Signing off. Peace.